between Scotty Thompson. Scotty, lamang ng Ginebra ng 22 puntos entering the fourth quarter. Pero isa sa mga napansin ko sa bench, paulit-ulit sinasabi ni Christian, don't stop, don't stop. Paulit-ulit lang siya. How important was it to have somebody that vocal and for everybody to have that reminder?
First of all, we want to thank God for the win. No, yun nga, coming to this game, we know San Miguel, magbabounce back talaga sila. Ganun din, nag-lead kami halftime, but naalala namin yung first game namin kung paano sila bumalik. Ang dali nila bumalik sa game. So, coach always mentioned to us na always get ready sa game.
Scotty, per quarter scoring natin was 31, 32, 31, 27. Very consistent para sa Ginebra. What has been key for you guys all throughout the game?
I think we play unselfish basketball. No? Talagang really share the ball. Yun yung key namin. And lahat masaya. No? Nakakapuntos kung sino mang nakakapuntos sa amin. Everyone happy.
Coach Tim, I was talking to Coach Richard earlier, and he told me about this trend or this spell that he never has with losing the second game. You guys.
I was just going to say I don't remember winning, especially against San Miguel, a second game, game two after we won game one. I mean I'm talking about in 30 years.
How important is it
so,
to bring that?
Well, it's a short series. It's a best of five, and so if you can get the first two, it's really key, and it's really hard to do. And for us to come out and meet their energy early, we met their energy early. Got a lead right off the bat, and we withheld their runs a couple of times. They came back on us a couple of times, got it closer than where it got uncomfortable, but we were able to toughen up, and these guys just toughened up and got refocused on the defensive side, made some stops, and we were able to extend our lead again. I'm totally shocked by this game in terms of how well our guys played in a game two like that. Really shocked and obviously really pleased.
Coach, you mentioned the defense. Can you talk more about the effort that your guys showed? Because I remember starting the third quarter, Jamie had this huge block, Scotty did as well. In the fourth, and all of the stops made, especially in the latter part of the game when you had total control of it.
Well, I think that I think what the guys really pride themselves is that they're all two-way players. We don't have any real offensive, just guys who think offense. I mean, these guys are really two-way players. Scotty's always been a two-way player his whole career. Christian's a two-way player. Justin's a two-way player. I mean, it just goes on down the line. Jamie's is developing that mindset as well. Maya, we're hoping we can continue to build on that. But, basically we're a team that prides ourselves on both sides of the floor. I think people talk about our triangle. They talk about our ball movement, our ball sharing. But I think these guys take most pride in their defense. And that's what gives us an opportunity to win games like this.
All right. This might be open the floor for press.
Scott, one you guys from the unselfish basketball from start to finish. Ano yung thoughts mo na kahit hindi Guardia nagko-contribute dun sa assist department like Christian earlier and of course Justin Brownlee, yung kumbaga the ball movement of Ginebra doesn't just go sa Guardia lang, sa the whole team. Ano masasabi mo?
I think unang-una pwede sa system ni Coach Team sa mga coaching staff talagang yun yung ini-emphasize nila sa amin. Ball movement, people movement. So talagang yung execution namin talagang na-open na lahat sa mga movement namin through the system. So siguro lahat nga willing mag-give up ng assist.
Coach, there were some tense moments in the game. Do you think it would happen in the third game?
You're going to play a good team like San Miguel, it's nearly impossible to beat them 3 straight times. I mean, we're going to try to do the impossible on Wednesday. Good news is we get a day off to kind of recover a little bit before we refocus on Tuesday to get back to our game planning. But the bottom line is that we always talk about we want to grow within a series. We want to get better and better through what we do and how we do it, and we want to do that throughout the whole series. So hopefully we're better in game 3 than we were in game 2. We're better in game 2 than we were in game 1. And that's always the plan. It doesn't always work out that way. In fact, it rarely works out that way, but that's always the goal. And so far this series, that's been the goal. I thought we played a better game tonight than we did on Friday night. And so, again, these guys just incredible. They're so willing to give up the ball. And I think you'll talk to a man, everybody in our team will say it starts from this guy. It really does. The willingness to give up the ball starts from him. I mean, and without him doing that all the time, it just becomes, with him doing that all the time, it becomes infectious with the whole team. So.
Coach, when you were ahead 18-1, did game 1 were you reminding them that you lost a 15-point lead in game 1?
Yeah, well, Scotty knows that. We were talking about it at halftime. We were talking about it during timeouts. Yes. Like I said, they're a great team, and they can put up big numbers in a hurry. They went on a 15-0 run on us to start the fourth quarter. I mean, that's unheard of. And but I thought we did a much better job of when they would go on runs, we would get back to basics on defense and do the dirty work. But like I said, they're capable of doing that for a full 48 minutes, like they did on that 15-0 run. So those early leads we got, it was really nice to have, but we knew they weren't going to last, and they didn't. They made a run back, got it within 6 or 5 or something like that. But then we were able to hold and get ahead again. So that's the way it goes.
Coach, you guys virtually have twice to beat advantage now because of this 2-0 lead against San Miguel. Does that give you any sense of comfortability or?
No, that's one way we will not look at it for sure. We won't look at it for sure that way. I mean, you start looking for that, start saying you have that kind of lead, then you're opening yourself out to being Campante, and if you do that against a team like this, then you're in big trouble. Basically, we got one game to play. That's all we're thinking about. The old one game at a time. It's an old saying. It's a cliche, but it's a cliche because it's true. It's absolutely true. You've got to play the game one game at a time. And so we're going to talk about playing one game. We're not going to talk about anything else but playing one game.
Just a follow-up question to that, Coach. You guys have won 2 straight against the Beer Men in this series. Would you say that you guys have figured out the system of post-work after?
No, well, first of all, I guess I should add, or maybe I should say, but it'd be a lot different series if Jumar was playing. Let me tell you, Jumar's absence is really huge in this series, and it would be interesting to be, full complement, them with Jumar and us with Japeth in LA. We're playing a short rotation basically because Japeth and LA are not there, so it changes our game a bit. But I think Jumar is, such a huge part of what they do and what they've done historically. So, Jumar's absence is obviously a huge factor in this whole thing, and it just allows us to put our focus on other players rather than having to focus totally on Jumar all the time.
Coach, can you just expound on your answer? You had 35 assists tonight. Do you think it would be one of these?
Well, that means we only had 13 in the second half because we had 22 at halftime. But I don't know. I think Scotty can talk on it better than I can. Again, I think the idea is it starts from somewhere, and basically, I really feel it starts. And I maybe if Scotty wasn't standing next to me, I wouldn't say this. but no, honestly, it does start from Scotty. It really does start from Scotty. And from the day one he's been with our team, it has started with him. And also, it probably ends with Justin, because Justin's an import who you think is just going to go and score and score and score, and that's not his mentality. His mentality is to win. And he understands by him sharing the ball that we can win. And by him sharing the ball, it takes less attention away from him and makes the game easier for him if he's sharing the ball along with the teammates. So, we try. I think Coach Kirk, more, right?
Yeah,
Coach Kirk is constantly honest about assists. You know, he's always telling everybody how many assists we had every game. And yeah, our goal is to make 30 assists every game, without a doubt.
Scotty, ikaw nung nag-iisang buwan na nakagawa ng double digits in today's game, how would you think that naigawa lang yung double digits mga guards na ginagawa today? Is that something na para sila, do you feel like that's a burden or okay lang sila to do that on a nightly basis?
I think yun nga, sa system namin hindi alam kung sinong magta-top scorer. So because of all ball movement talagang hindi predictable sa amin kung sino yung top scorer every game. So yun yung lagi din sinasabi sa amin ni coach sa mga coaches, especially si Coach Kirk, no, moving without the ball, and then yung assist talaga ina-emphasize na. So I think yun nga dahil sa system, hindi talaga alam kung sino yung highest pointer sa amin every game.